Let's talk about how to stretch your hamstrings. Many of us struggle with short hamstrings. Stretching your hamstrings should not be difficult. We just need to ask them to lengthen without compensating somewhere else, like your lower back. Today I'm going to show you how to do just that. Your hamstrings are the muscles on the back of your thigh, starting at your back of your pelvis on your ischial tuberosity, and inserting into your tibia and fibula, just below your knee on the two bones of your lower leg. Your hamstrings bend your knee and extend your hip, or decelerate knee extension and hip flexion. Stretching your hamstrings and improving your hamstring length will help decrease knee pain, improve stride length, decrease unintended posterior tilt, lumbar flexion, decreasing back pain and improving dissociation of your hips and spine. What does all that really mean? It means with longer hamstrings and less stiff hamstrings, you can move better at the hip and knee without moving at your back. The first hamstring stretch most of us learned was a forward bend. This stretch has helped roughly 3 people in the history of time to stretch their hamstrings. The problems with this stretch are you move where you can move, and that isn't necessarily at the hamstrings. We need to focus on getting the hamstrings to lengthen instead of moving at the back. This is a sitting hamstring stretch. Sit tall and straighten your knee. You will see here that my back immediately folds. The hamstrings attach at the pelvis and can fold the pelvis backward, which we call moving into posterior pelvic tilt or lumbar flexion. To stretch the hamstrings, we need to not do this substitution. Sit tall and stay sitting tall. Straighten the knee until a stretch is felt, then pull your foot up at the ankle. Hold for 2 to 30 seconds. I prefer a shorter hold and more repetitions. Some people prefer a longer hold. We are trying to ask our body to change viscoelastic properties and add sarcomeres to make a longer, more extensible muscle. This takes time and repetition. This is a supine hamstring stretch, which means it is done laying on your back. Grab your thigh, straighten your knee without folding at your back. Can you see my back folding here? If you want, you can use a pool noodle or a towel roll to block or make you more aware of lumbar motion and movement into lumbar flexion. Straighten the knee and then pull your foot up at the ankle. My personal preference is to hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then pull my foot up at the ankle and hold for 5 to 10 seconds more. Do 5 to 10 reps. My secret weapon for building hamstring length is to build hamstring strength. We can do a single leg forward reach or a hip hinge. A single leg forward reach is where we stand on one leg and reach forward, bending primarily at the hip and a bit at the knee. Touch a target surface and drive through your hips to stand back up on one leg. Do it 5 to 10 reps each leg. This is a seated good morning. A seated good morning is a tremendous way to strengthen your back, glutes, and hamstrings while you stretch your hamstrings. Again, you need to control where you move. Move your pelvis on your hips. Don't let your back fold. When your sitting surface is lower, you will have taken more slack out of your hamstrings before you even start to bend forward. Sit tall, lock your back in. You can let your knees bend a bit. I like to lock my heels into the ground. Lean forward, moving at your hips until you feel a stretch or start to move at your lower back. Hold for a few seconds, then push through your heels to use your glutes and hamstrings to sit back up. You can also try this with your feet apart for a different stretch. Play with both positions and see what you like. Focus on what sucks the most. Do 5 to 10 reps. Try a few sets. I'm Tom Newsom, physical therapist and owner of TheraPlus Physical Therapy in St. Louis. Good luck with your stretching.